Michael, the company money is gone, and all the evidence points to you.
What? No, I didn't steal anything.
Your employee ID was used to access the financial records.
Someone is setting me up. I swear, Richard. Richard, please. You've known me for 15 years. You know I would never do this.
But on that rainy afternoon, the truth didn't matter anymore.
Michael Carter, you're fired. Leave the building immediately. In just a few minutes, 15 years of loyalty had been destroyed. Michael walked out carrying everything he had left from 15 years of loyalty. But he had no idea. This was only the beginning of his nightmare. For 15 years, Michael had given everything to that company. And now, he didn't even know where he was going.
Michael, I just heard what happened. There's something you need to know.
For the first time that night, Michael realized he might not have been alone. I saw what really happened. What are you talking about? You were framed, and suddenly, everything Michael believed about that day began to change.
Meet me at the old Riverside Diner. Who are you? You will find out soon. But hurry, before they discover what I know.
Michael had a reason to hope.
I've been carrying this Sikh years. What is this? That you were innocent.
Michael stared at the envelope.
I kept copies because I knew something was wrong. Where did you get these?
And then Michael saw a name in the document.
Richard Hale. Yes. After 20 years of silence?
Michael finally knew the name of the man who had destroyed his life.
Michael, there's something else you need to know. What? Richard didn't do it alone. I helped him.
For 20 years, had carried the weight of a secret that destroyed an innocent man's life.
The company's accounts. Help me blame Michael. Help me blame Michael, or I make sure everyone finds out about your mistakes.
Daniel had been trapped by fear, and Michael had paid the price.
Why, Michael? He had nothing to do with this. Because Michael noticed the missing money. And honest people are dangerous when they start asking questions.
Michael wasn't...
Michael, after all these years, what are you gonna do?
I spent 20 years living with a lie. For the first time in 20 years, Michael was ready to fight for the truth.
These papers prove what happened, but this proves who did it.
What's on it? A recording Richard never knew I kept, waiting for the right moment to be heard. Use Michael's ID. When the investigation starts, he'll take the blame. By the time anyone questions it, I'll be long gone.
At last, Michael could prove it. Once we walk through those doors, there's no turning back.
I turned my back on this place 20 years ago. Today, the truth walks back in. After 20 years of silence, Michael had...
Michael, what are you doing here?
20 years ago, you took my job. Today, I came back to take the truth. For the first time in 20 years, Richard...
A 20-year-old recording? You really think that proves anything?
No, but he does. For 20 years, Daniel had been afraid.
I helped you frame Michael, and I kept every piece of evidence. For 20 years, I was afraid of you, but not anymore.
At that moment, the man who...
You have no idea what you're doing. No, Richard. For 20 years, I was the one answering questions. It's your turn.
The man who had once destroyed Michael's life was finally...
Michael, wait. You don't have to do this. For 20 years, I begged people to believe me. Don't destroy me. Michael, please. We can fix this.
You had 20 years to fix it. Now everyone deserves to know the truth. And with that, the secret was out. 20 years ago, I was accused of stealing. Today, I came back with the truth.
And I'm finally ready to tell everyone what really happened. Michael Carter never stole that money. Richard Hale stole it, and I helped him frame Michael.
After 20 years, the lie was finally over. A full investigation. 20 years earlier, Richard had taken Michael's job. Now, Richard was finally facing the consequences.
Michael, we were wrong. Your name will be officially cleared.
After 20 years of carrying a lie, Michael was finally free.
We can never give you those 20 years back.
No. Sometimes justice comes late.
Michael, we know an apology isn't enough. But if you're willing, we'd like to offer you your job back.
After 20 years of pain, Michael was finally...
So, will you come back? No. I spent 20 years trying to prove who I was.
Michael didn't need his old life back. He finally...
Where will you go now? Somewhere my past doesn't decide my future.
For 20 years, Michael had been trying to get his old life back. Now,
A friend of mine owns a small company. He needs someone he can trust.
losing everything is what finally opens the door to something better.
Michael, you deserve a fresh start. Then it's time I took one.
20 years ago, Michael walked away with nothing. Today, Michael lost 20 years to a lie, but he refused to lose the rest of his life to it. And sometimes, the best revenge isn't getting even. It's getting your life back.
We're glad you're here, Michael. After 20 years of being defined by a lie,
For giving me a chance.
Michael was finally free to be defined by the life he chose. They took 20 years from Michael, but they could never take his truth. Because in the end, the truth didn't just clear his name, it gave him the courage to start again.
For 20 years, Michael carried the weight of a lie. But the truth finally set him free. And this time, he wasn't walking away from his life. He was walking toward it. The lie took 20 years of Michael's life. And Michael, he finally walked into the life he was always meant to have. But they no longer have to control your future. Michael had finally learned, the truth may arrive late, but a new beginning can start at any time. Michael couldn't change the past, but he could choose what came next. And finally, he chose peace. The past would always be part of Michael's story, but it was no longer writing his future. For the first time in 20 years, Michael was moving forward. Michael had spent 20 years trying to prove who he wasn't. Now, he finally knew who he was, a survivor. And this time, his future belonged to him.
In the end, Michael didn't get his old life back. He found something better, a reason to keep moving forward. Because sometimes the best chapter ends after you thought the story was over.
Michael had spent years waiting for justice. But now, he wasn't waiting for anything. His past was behind him, and for the first time, the road ahead, they tried to bury the truth. But the truth survived. They took 20 years. The strongest thing you can do is take one more step forward. For 20 years, Michael was known for a lie, but the truth finally set him free. He couldn't change the past, but he could choose what came next. And sometimes, they took his name. And they took 20 years of his life. And Michael finally walked toward the life that was waiting for him.